excuse me, Route 95, and Bill's just showing me across this beautiful lake is Mount Katahdin. Let's see how good I am at zooming in here, which is almost 1 mile high, and on top of it you can see snow. Stay in focus. There it is. Is that gorgeous? That's almost 1 mile high, and you can bet that's every bit as... How far away do you think that is, Bill?
30 miles.
Yeah. 30 miles away. Whew. Just take a look along this peak. We can pick up one mountain after the other. They're named in our book over there that we were looking at. Isn't that gorgeous? Yeah, buddy. This is beautiful.
Well, we'll get a shot of it because we're heading up towards that mountain up there.
Yep. Boy. 1 mile high. Hey, it's starting to fade from view. Yes, sir, buddy. So you used to see that every night from it's sunset?
No, daytime.
Daytime. Excuse me, during the day at sunset.
70 miles north of that mountain, just as a crow flies, is Ashland. On a clear day, you can see it almost as clear as you can see it from here.
Wow.
Back in the 40s and 50s.
Fantastic.
Well, let's get, we're going to be heading right up through there.
Yeah. Right up there we go, folks. See you later. Well, here we are approaching our cutoff from I-95. We will now be entering a state road, going on a state road, Route 11, which will take us all the way up to Ashland. We've been...
I'll be all woods all the way, except for 2 towns.
Okay, buddy. And you can see all the evergreens along here. And we've been watching and being able to look at Katahdin Mountain, which is off to our left, all the way along 95. It's beautiful. We'll get some more views of it as we come along. But this has been a beautiful drive. Buttercups along the fields here. This is like having spring a second time. Oh my goodness. Look at that view. Gosh. I think we're going to have views like this all the way along here, Bill, huh?
Clear to Ashland. Of course, we won't see him because he'll be in the woods.
Yeah. Here we are, still driving along. We're doing about 65 miles an hour. Now, you asked me how I got this picture. How you doing, Bill? Hot damn it, I tell you, we're doing it. Anyway, we had to stop to get this beautiful shot of these mountain ranges. Baxter State Park. All along there. Isn't that gorgeous? The wind is kicking up a little bit. It's cool. I mean, it's about 55 degrees right about now. And what did I just pass? A little mountain over there. But isn't this gorgeous? Got a car sitting in the
lumber truck.
Which one? Okay, here he comes. Yes, sir. We are here, folks. We're going to catch some fish and enjoy our stay. Okay, buddy, let's get going. Now, Bill, what do you remember about Patten? We're in the town of Patten, Maine.
Yeah.
And
used to drive 50 miles down from Ashland. Used to be the bootlegger over here in one of these houses.
Is that right?
I think we already passed it.
All right.
No, we're down this street now.
quiet little town. Patten, Maine. Well, we're still on Route 11. We got behind a little tractor. We're just outside of...
Big tractor.
Excuse me, big tractor. We're still just outside of Patten. And saw a sign back there on the road. What did it say, Bill? Next services?
39 miles.
39 miles on this 2-lane state road. It's going to be fun. Talk to y'all later. Okay, here we are, still coming out of Patten. Coming down this hill, we see Chase Mountain off to the left. Coming on down, we see another mountain range. Well, it was prettier when we first saw it. I missed another great shot, folks. But I'm going to keep this out for a while and see what I can pick up. I'm going to take a chance by approaching this crest, this hill. See what kind of view we get off to our left. Well, that wasn't too bad.
Well, you get one on this other hill.
Get another hill coming up. Here's a good-sized barn. We just entered Aroostook County, the largest county in Maine. That's a barn, baby.
Barn's had, of course.
Yeah, it sure has.
Now you can take a look over here.
There's a shot of Chase Mountain. Yeah, beautiful.
This Alieff Lumber Company there goes heading south.
Yeah. Getting some nice shots out here. There's a view coming off this rise. There we are. Beautiful. Beautiful. Whoa.
I'm riding the crest.
Yeah, man.
Steep ass hill.
Well, we just missed a great scene. Moose was standing in the middle of the road by the time I got this camera ready. I just put it away too, as a matter of fact. Went off through the woods. Unbelievable. Yes, folks, we saw a moose. That was a moose, wasn't it, Bill?
That was a big one.
It sure was, but that was
Big one.
gosh. Okay, buddy, what is moose season, Bill?
It's in the fall. They give out 700 permits a year. You must be a resident to get one, and it's like a lottery. The moose season actually closed in 1935, and they reopened it again, I think, in 1987.
700 that's for an individual moose, right?
Yeah, 700
moose.
700 permits a year.
Good. Incredible. Well, that will probably keep this camera going the entire rest of the way, and we won't see another moose. But that was a sight. Wanted you all to see this. This is, we've been driving along the road like this. This is still Route 11. For about 20, 25 miles. And this is all you see. Just some beautiful pine trees, and along both sides of the road where the, what would you call them, Bill? The lumber mills, or one of the big ones is Alieff. And
this here was cut down by the state highway.
On both sides of the road?
Yep.
Okay. Just back along here. And off to the side you saw a road to the right here that went back. That's the kind of a road that led back to Bill's family's camp. And they call a cottage or a cabin, a fishing cabin, a camp up here. And just up until a few years ago, it was still maintained, right, Bill?
Yeah.
And who was?
It was a two-story cottage. Most places in the woods are only one story.
Uh-huh.
But my grandfather bought it from a guy named Al Cooper. Who was supposed to be an electrician, and rewired my grandfather's house in Ashland.
Yeah.
My grandfather wound up buying this cottage from him. When I was about 11 or 12 years old, I got my first taste of carpenter work when I put a sill under that camp.
How about that?
Cedar sill.
Yeah.
My grandfather took the tree out, I cut it down, limbed it. He said when he got it limbed, come back and get me. And he come up with 4.5 pound axe, sharp as a razor, and took two sides of that and made them flat, just like a mill would do with a hand axe.
How about that?
And there's an old guy up in St. Croix Lake named Morton.
Yeah.
Always wore green shirts, green trousers, red suspenders. And he often used to say, your grandfather's very slighty with an axe.
Slighty, huh?
Slighty was the word he used.
Is that like missing bumps in the road? Did you get all those back here, Bill?
Yep. Plenty more of them, too. Here's the Oxbow.
All right, let's take it around and take a look at it.
Go down here and see if this campus, this hotel is still standing.
Hey, okay, we're turning off Route 11, folks. Heading down the road to Oxbow.
Moonslook Stream and Aroostook River coming in.
Mm-hmm.
It's down here past the Oxbow, but you have to have a permit to get back in there because it's a private road owned by one of the lumber companies. As long as it's on your map.
How about that? So your buddy had it. He paid how much for it?
I think $3. Paid $11 a year to the state for the use of the land it was sitting on. He bought it from the state. It was a fire ranger camp. You could sleep about 8 people in there. It had a stone fireplace in there. It had propane stove, propane refrigerator, and it had a trap door in the middle of the camp where you kept stuff in the ground. Keep it fresh all year long.
I'll be darned.
And you can't get to it by car. You have to go up by canoe.
Road. This is a private road which is off of Route 11, and this is the beginning of what? The Aroostook, Bill?
Aroostook River, yeah. Bring your camera down here. Take a look at the wilderness.
I'll be darned.
Take a look up through there.
Oh, man.
Go up through there around that bend about 3/4 of a mile and you hit the camp.
I'll be darned. Watch those alligators, Bill. Cold?
How'd you like to jump into that cold water?
Ice cold, huh? What are these little things flying around in front of my lens?
No seeing bugs. Shut the camera off, I guess. Woods in here.
Now, what is this, Bill? This is the Oxbow Lodge.
Yeah, this has all been redone.
We're still on that road off of Route 11. We've just come from the stream, and this is a hotel that Bill remembers from years ago.
Ramshackle had an open porch up on the top. I can't believe what they've done with this. They've taken all of the woods. The woods are grown up all around it.
Yeah.
It was all woods.
They cleared it out beautifully. It looks great. Someone has taken it over. Oxbow Lodge and Guide Service. So apparently they're doing fairly well, huh?
Yeah.
Lunch and breakfast in season.
It's for sale too.
Sure is. Sure is, buddy. Listen, let me get a picture of you so you can send your Uncle Hanley. Set me up now. On the left was what?
Right here. Oh, Jesus, I didn't see that hole.
Sorry, buddy.
That was my, too late we passed it.
Okay.
Now coming into Masardis.
Coming into Masardis. Now, what did we pass back there, Bill?
Past my Aunt Et's house.
Okay.
I hit that bump.
I picked it up on the
The
on
big,
camera.
the big wide porch front.
Yeah.
Big wide one. The first one we come into.
Pretty sure we did.
In here.
We'll be up at the Blackwater Stream.
Yeah. Great fishing here. That's the Blackwater.
Mm-hmm.
Now, over here on the left is my cousin Clifford Cain's store. Right here his tractor is.
Mm-hmm.
Masardis store, yeah. That's Clifford Cain's store.
Okay.
Now we're going up here, we're going to cross the Aroostook Railroad. And all my relatives own those houses back in there. Those little houses sitting up on the hill there.
Yeah. I'll be
It's
done.
all the Cain family.
I'll be done. Now you have a family cemetery around here,
Right
don't
here. Up here.
you? Okay. Bill?
Masardis?
Masardis Cemetery.
Yeah.
And your family's name is Cain?
No, family name is Campbell,
Mm-hmm.
Cain.
Campbell's, Cain.
Uh-huh. Okay, we got up at this end, we got the Abbotts and the McDonalds and the Rose. They're all family.
Yeah. Cemetery is well maintained. Yep.
I don't know where. Shut the camera off now.
What about Lyman Stone, Bill?
Lyman Stone lived down here on Route 11, and when he used to drive truck haul stone, not because his name is Stone, but I mean gravel, haul gravel.
Mm-hmm.
I used to ride in a truck with him all the time.
How about that? He died in 1986.
Yeah.
Catherine's still alive.
Catherine's still alive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a beautiful little cemetery, buddy. It's well maintained and people are remembering the families. Let's see if we can find that Abbott stone. Well, I think we saw one. Part of the cemetery.
Cousin.
How we doing? Yep.
Ruthine. That's cousin.
Yep.
Died in 1968.
Yep.
Donald Abbott. Yep. And here, Caroline and Frank.
Yeah. How we doing?
Yep.
So we got. Hey boy, now we've left Masardis and we're heading up to Ashland, Maine.
9 more miles.
9 more miles. Just straight ahead, Levesque.
Yes, indeed.
And Levesque Lumber Company is one of the main.
Suppliers of spruce 2x4s and stuff to Baltimore.
Son of a gun. There she be. Oh my goodness. Look at the lumber. And the wood stockpiled. Mmm.
You can smell it. The gap hole. There it is, piled up.
This first already finished, dimensional lumber.
That's as far as the eye can see down. That Aroostook River down at the bottom.
Good night. Unbelievable
He's
sight.
also the guy that owns the motel where we're going to stay.
Is that a fact?
Yeah, he became a millionaire Frenchman.
Well, I hope it's as reflects his success. The quality of the motel. We'll find out
There's the
first.
Aroostook River. Now she's getting wider.
Yeah. Yep. We're in the little town of what now, Bill?
Squaw Pan. This is it. This is all there is.
And this is the railroad we're crossing. Is the
Said next stop for this train is Ashland.
is that right? The tracks go up that way.
This house here years ago used to live the Davenports.
Uh-huh.
They're also relatives of mine. Years ago.
I know this brings back a flood of memories.
Yes, it does. And Lyman Stone, who's dead now, used to live in this house right here.
Right there.
Right there.
Wow. I hope he lived by himself.
No, he raised a family in there.
Wow. Well, was one of the locals anxious to get somewhere, Bill.
Man, ain't the beard gonna be cold if he ever gets there alive?
Right. How you were talking? It's gone. We've seen a couple of airplanes, though. Hangars.
I remember.
Fast.
I remember when it used to be every farmer up here had a Piper Cub.
Yeah. I can imagine being so far away from everything. Like a vehicle of Ashland's finest there, Bill. We're coming into Ashland, Maine, folks. Is this it, Bill?
This is it.
Ashland, Maine, a town of about 8,000 people.
This used to be George Pike's farm. Right here.
Going up Route 11 through the town of Ashland. 35-mile speed limit.
Bragnons used to live in that house.
Oh, Presque Isle to the right. We might be heading out to Presque Isle. On our trip up here, Route 163 to Presque Isle.
There's Prue Oil Company. They're still in business.
Where?
Right there.
That's it, buddy. They're still there.
This used to be Jimmo's store over here.
Who's Jimmo?
His last name, I forget the guy's first name.
Yeah.
Here's the post office. This is the third move for the post office.
Okay.
Used to be George Weaver's place right there.
All right.
Post office used to be right here. That building's gone. This used to be chassis. There's the house I was raised in right there.
I'll be darned. It's the old homestead, huh?
Yep.
It's like a mighty fine house, buddy.
It was in its day. Done here.
This is your house back there, right?
Used to be Guy Dorman's Mills right here.
Right here at Cody's Hardware.
God, what have they done to this place?
We moved a lot of things, or maybe let it run down.
They've added a whole dormer on there. They've added.
Okay.
There was never. The doors were in the front.
Yeah, they've made multiple dwellings out of it. It looks like apartments.
Yep, it sure does.
Yeah. Who owned that house, Bill?
My grandfather, Dr. Henry David Orr.
Yeah.
Here's a congregational church down here. I can't believe that, what they've done to that house. This is where we used to start our hay rides.
Is that right?
The sleds in the wintertime, yeah.
Will we be attending this church?
No, this
on
is
Sunday?
a congregational church. The Ashland Cemetery.
It's beautiful country out there, buddy.
Yep. That's the end of Mount Cattaraugus down that way, and that's the end of the mountain range.
What'd you always used to tell me?
Say if God lived anywhere on the face of the earth, he lived over there.
It's wilderness country, isn't it?
Yes, indeed.
So here we are, folks, in Ashland. This is the Ashland Cemetery. Somebody put a flower there, Bill.
I wonder who it was.
I don't know.
Yeah, Grandpa was born 1889. Yeah.
When did he die? March 12th?
1956.
56. And John,
That's his son.
who you used to call
John.
the Pip or what?
No, the Peep. No,
The Peep?
The Peep's buried in Connecticut. Peep's Bobby. He's the second.
Okay, John's the second youngest son.
Right.
Yeah.
There was only 2 plots here, and the family let John be buried here, next to his father. And my
Gotcha.
grandmother was buried in Pensacola, New Jersey. David Orr's wife.
David Orr's wife.
Hanley David Orr's wife.
Okay. That's Handley's, your grandfather's wife,
Marion,
Marion.
who my sister's named after.
Right.
My sister's named after both grandmothers on the Wheeler side and the mother's side.
Okay.
Nada was my grandmother's name.
Yeah.
Nada Wheeler.
How
So
about
my
that?
sister's named Marion Nada.
Huh. I'll be darned.
There's Leo Hubble, he's dead. He was a town plumber.
Yep, I see his
Right over there.
thing up there, yeah.
Leo.
Yeah.
And I bet Leo, I bet the coffins were the town, like the mayor in the town.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Is this Don Rafford? Sure is.
Who was that?
Don Rafford used to be owned a couple buildings in town.
Yeah. I'll be darned.
Sherm Lanigan and Agnes. He used to kid my daughter. They're still living. Sherm, Agnes, and Agnes is still living.
How about that?
She's 96 and he is 103.
And they're still alive.
They live right over in that seat. I can't believe it. The Garfield Road goes up alongside that hill over there.
Yeah.
They had a farm over there. He used to tease my sister. Sherm Lanigan and Agnes, still alive. Unbelievable.
That's great.
He's 105 years old. I mean 103 years old, and she is 96.
Yep.
Yoakum's house.
Okay, yes, you, I remember that book that was at Caroline Yoakum's.
Remember I showed you Porter's Lake and I said, there's Dean's Hotel.
Yeah, right.
Well, what we're going to do when we drop over the top of the last hill, I'm going to show you Porter's Lake from a grand view of it,
Okay.
which is almost going to be as astronomical as the high view of it.
All right, good. Good. Well, we've checked into our motel, and Bill is driving us over to Portage,
Yeah.
where we'll be doing a lot of fishing on the lake. And there's also some beautiful country over here to be seen. As you saw on the camera, there are some storms off to the west, over the mountains, and we're going to have a great evening. It's about 5:30. We'll probably eat over at Lake Portage, right, Bill?
Well, we don't know yet, but I'm just going to turn around here for a minute.
All right.
'Cause I thought I just saw somebody I thought I knew.
Okay, wouldn't that be neat? I hope this is Earl Weaver. We'll find out.
Just staying here with mother. Yeah.
Stay.
Yeah.
What are you doing for work?
I just work here. I got a shop, electronics, stuff like that.
Oh, good. Hey, that's good.
When I get my cataract fixed, I'll be able to do a better job.
How about that?
In my eye, my dominant eye's got cataract in it.
Damn.
Yeah. So you haven't been back here for a long time then?
No. No.
My God, it's been how long, Bill?
1949.
Yeah.
About 49. When did high school burn down? 52?
Okay, it burned down. Burned down. I was in the 4th grade. So I was born in 40, so I was born. Let's see.
You got a haircut like mine.
Yeah. No, I didn't.
We all get the same kind of haircut after a while, don't we?
Yeah.
I think, was it 52?
Well, let me see. I was in the 4th grade, so I was 10 years old, 1950.
50 it was.
So I was in the 4th grade. I would be what, 6, 7, 8, 10.
Because I was in the 7th grade when it burned down.
4th grade, okay.
No, I can remember when you used to have the steam and the steam toys you used to play with.
Well, my brother did. My brother Earl.
Earl. All right. Okay.
He
Earl.
had a steam. He had a little steam
All right.
thing.
It was Earl Weaver then. Okay.
Yeah, he had a steam thing. Little
Yeah.
small. Yeah.
Okay.
Little buggers. Yeah.
All right. I was right then.
Yeah.
But you and him look just alike.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah. Because I come down the street, I said, that's Earl Weaver.
No, he's dead.
He is.
Yeah.
Oh, he's damned.
Yeah. He's been dead. You'll see, he's been dead since 74. He's only 36.
Wow.
He was how old?
36.
36 years
God
old.
almighty.
How did he die?
He died of a self-inflicted gunshot wound. That's how he died.
Jesus Christ, I never thought he'd do that.
But he did.
Did Maine style?
Huh?
Did the Maine style? Right through the
Jeez.
mouth?
He probably did. He did it with his rifle, hunting rifle. Right at Christmas time. I'm just, oh, jeez. So, oh yeah.
Man, that's
Boy.
tough.
Yeah.
I can't
He
believe
worked for General Electric in the steam turbine division down there in Fitchburg.
Massachusetts. I can't believe I went up here to Cottage Hill. It's all houses up there now.
Yeah.
It's all houses.
Were you going to come in and say hello to Mother? You remember her?
I remember her. Well, man, I hope she remembers me.
You might as well come in. Yeah, there's a lot of changes. When you leave town and come back, you see changes.
Yeah, I left in about 1951.
That house over there. Yeah, I remember, was that was Clyde Leach? Was his father's name Clyde?
Well, Robert Leach.
Well, it was Robert Leach. They lived over there, but there was the old, was that his father?
There's a gas station.
He
Lived
painted
behind the gas
signs.
station.
He painted, it was right there. The house was right there, behind where those cars are. It's gone, I mean, but they were right there. Where that red, then there was a house and a barn.
There was a house and a barn and a
Yeah.
gas station.
Well, the gas station's still there, that's it. That's the same one.
Oh, okay, wait a minute. No, right where the bus is.
Well, look, oh,
Right
what?
where the bus is where the house was.
It is? Well, I thought the house was quite close to the street. Then they had
No, it was by, they had the trees. They had the
well,
all
some
the
been cut
trees.
down. I know, but one of them's been cut down. One of the big trees.
I remember as a kid, I used to run him up those trees every time I get pissed at him.
Yeah.
I understand he wound up working a manager for the A&P.
Who's this?
Robert.
Robert? Not Robert. Robert, he's in the Navy. He was in the Navy. He's a lifer in the Navy. He's
Oh, yeah?
retired from the Navy. Yeah.
No, because I remember his house is right behind the gas station.
Right? Yeah,
That's right, because the old school was up
the
there.
old guy that used to paint.
It-
I was just a little fella, and that guy used to paint signs. And I think it was.
Is that the old that house up there, right there? Is that Ted Bartlett's old house?
There is a yes. The Bartlett house is still there where that truck. I don't know if there's a truck parked in the yard. But that building up top when you see
Yeah.
that, that's the
That's the Masonic.
that's the Masonic
All
wall.
right, his house is on this side of it.
Yeah.
Right next door to it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, then Clyde Leach's house is right back here.
Well, it was here, but he's up. He has another place now. He's moved. You know, he's still living.
Damn.
That Clyde's still living.
And Judge Seeley's house is right there,
Yeah.
with the awning on it. The house with the awning on it, the porch,
Yeah.
second floor porch.
Yeah.
That was Judge Seeley's house.
Right.
His wife used to make the best donuts in Ashland.
Is that right?
Yes, indeed.
So what are you doing? Just documenting a little history?
Yeah.
Yeah, trying to.
Yeah.
Ernest, yes.
Yeah.
This is my first trip
You
here.
had a sister too, didn't you?
Three.
Three.
All of them, yeah. Barber, Jean, Barber, and Charlotte.
I don't. I remember when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Boy, this old Watt Street down behind here is.
This used to be we had fun. This was a pasture, you know. Remember Parker Chandler had all the horses?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then you
This
had
was
Watt
all
Street.
field.
went
We used to
down.
just take off out back and just ski, go skiing right now. Just all field, open field.
Clear down
Clear down
to the river.
well,
Well,
more
to
or less,
Clark's Landing Road.
To the brook. Yeah, right.
Clark's Landing Road.
Right. Yeah.
And then you had what the hell was the name of the George Egan was the town.
See that little building that still exists? My Ernest L. I'm named after Ernest. Ernest L. Dad's brother. He left town. He was a lawyer. He never
God,
heard of him again.
is Art
And that's
Car?
still- you know that little
Art
building?
Car? You still got that store there?
Yeah. Art Car. Yeah.
God, how old is he now?
Well, Art's son is running it, but Art's
Is
retired.
Art's son still wear them thick glasses?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That little building.
Next to Seeley's.
Right. This side.
Yeah, right. Oh yeah.
But it was on the other side. Dad said it was the Ernest building. Uncle Ernest built it, and it was a law office, and it was on the other side of the road. It's gone.
Yeah, because we used to buy our milk from her.
Oh, you probably did.
8 cents a quart.
8 cents a quart.
Yeah.
Yeah, we bought it for 10 from Gilly Brewer.
Yeah.
Yeah. 10
Oh,
cents
there
a
it is,
quart.
right there.
Yeah.
Good night.
Yeah, the guy has done some work on that, and that's been restored.
Yeah, it
Got
looks good.
Yeah, he's done the chimneys over. It almost burnt. It caught fire and almost burnt there a few years ago.
Good night. I'm glad he salvaged it. Looks good.
And there was a barn out back, that big barn. I remember Earl used to run. He was 2 years older than me, and they used to come out with a wagon and go pick potatoes for this guy, for old Arthur Coffin. And
Yeah.
he had to be there at a certain
Arthur
time.
Coffin used to be town manager, wasn't he?
He was a farmer. I don't remember. I remember Arthur Coffin as farming. And the old jigger, the old wagon, it was a low wagon, and when he put the barrels on it, and he would ride, and he'd catch it. See, it would come right down out of that driveway, and Earl would run if he was a little bit late, and he'd run and jump on the back. If he didn't, he'd have to, and the field was out on Presque Road a little
Kate
way.
Tuckley was a school teacher too.
Right.
So she taught me.
Yeah.
Evelyn Billier taught me. I just down the Ashland Cemetery. She's buried down there.
That's the Bushy. That was a tourist home there. Dad had it took
That's
in
the
almost.
Bushy. Yeah, the Bushy.
That's the Bushy. Yeah. She's up in Madawaska nursing home. She kind of lost it. She's mine. She'd go to bed and leave her TV on, and she'd think they were speaking in the house. You don't get confused. You're talking. Yeah.
We all do that.
Matter of fact, last night we had the TV on. We were down in Portland. We stayed in the motel in Portland.
Oh boy.
I left it on light. She says, we ain't gonna do this when we get to Ashland.
You got to come see. If you're putting history, you want some history?
All right. Yes, sir.
This is the only one. I bought this little satellite outfit, a KU band satellite outfit, and from Pelham, Georgia. And I didn't know what to expect, so it was quite a good deal, you know. And all you needed was a TV, but it was all manual. It was on a ring stand. I don't know if you've ever seen those little TVs on the ring stand. The guys will carry them on the little RVs. They'll set them up. They're on little rings. Then you go like this and up and down with a knob. I got the ring stand it was on, but it's not on it now.
Okay.
And a friend of mine is a ham radio operator also, and he was down and he was up looking at it. He said, "Oh, he says you can make one of them."
That's a burial
No,
market.
no, but look at this thing. It's a bicycle front end. There's probably not one in the country, let alone one in the world, with an actual with a that's a polar mount, mind you.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Well, you did quite a job,
I got
Ernest.
a little bit.
That looks great.
on it. If you wanted some close-ups of it, I could put a ladder up there.
That's okay. I can pick it up with this. Can zoom right in. That looks great. So you're a ham radio operator?
Yeah.
All right.
K1WJK.
K1WJK.
Yeah.
I'll be darned.
Why don't you write that down? Maybe Bob can give him a holler down in Rockville, Maryland.
I'll do that. K1WJK.
K1 WJK, yeah.
Yeah.
Catch me on usually on 3.936 usually in the morning.
We have it right here. We don't need to write it down. We got it right here.
He's got it on
Oh,
there.
he's got it on.
He's been taping, I
Yeah,
guess.
you bet.
He doesn't always look through the window. He's
That's
probably
right.
not getting much. He's probably cutting my head off. And,
We'll find out.
huh?
We'll find out.
Oh, really?
As a matter of fact, if you'd like a copy of this, we'll
You must
mail
be
it to
good.
you. Not good, just experienced.
Got a garden out here that's not done yet,
Okay.
and some rhubarb out there, been planted for a long time.
Rhubarb up here grows this big around.
Unbelievable.
About this tall.
One time it looks like it's almost got something that could go.
What?
About this tall.
It's up there. Oh, it get real big.
Oh, you mean the
Just like
leafy?
apple trees. That's rhubarb.
Right there.
Oh, yeah, I see
the
it.
Flowers?
Oh yeah. Well, they're not
Double
flowers.
point.
These are dandelions, right?
No. Right there.
Yeah, this
That's
is something new.
rhubarb.
Yeah. See
Yeah.
my earth machine? I just got that.
What's an earth machine?
Right here, the
Ernest?
black thing.
Compost.
Oh yeah, right. Okay. You can do
Hey,
your
we
old
got a pla-
compost.
We got a place. If you're going to be around long,
About 5 days.
you should really go out in Belleville. You ever been out in Belleville? You lived down. You know where Belleville is?
No.
Right, Belleville. You don't really?
No.
On a Presque, if you was going to go to Portage,
Yeah.
you cross that little bridge. You take your first right.
Oh, we used to call it, what do we used to call that after just before you cross the railroad track? Second
Okay,
time.
you don't cross the tracks.
We used to call that what?
Come back.
Grafton?
Could be the Grafton Road.
Yeah, the Grafton. Yeah, Grafton Road.
Take
yeah.
that road to the right and follow it.
Yeah, that goes out behind the other side of the dam.
You'll see a
The other side of the dam, right?
Don't go
There
to
used to
the,
be a sawmill that back
Right.
in there.
yeah, Ashland
Okay.
Manufacturing Company.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Used to be Grafton Lumber.
There was that's a different one. That's a newer one.
Crap, years ago.
Right. But we've got a brand new facility out there, so for trash where you just recycling.
Oh, wow.
Man, this little just a few community house. Mrs. Blake, the teacher.
Oh, yes, I remember. Mrs.
Her
Blake.
house has been done,
She lived
It's
next.
restored.
She lived next door to.
fixed up. It's right over there.
I told you we dynamited. Oh, Legacy's shit house.
Oh, hold it.
Yes,
Let's not get that on
Moved
tape.
shit
Bill.
house up years
Did
ago.
you really?
Yeah, we did. Yeah. Paul Wilson and I and Robert Leach.
Oh, really? You were the Hellions back then?
Yeah, we were.
How old are you, Ernest?
I'm 54.
54.
Yeah.
Well, Earl was your older brother?
Right.
Yeah.
2 years older, yeah.
God. Jeez. That's tragic.
You're going to get a shower.
Yeah, I think we are. Hey, buddy, we better hit the road if we're going to get something to eat.
But where are you going to eat? Down. You want a real good. You want something really? Have you eaten it?
No, we haven't eaten yet. Nowhere.
No.
Where?
Go up Four Seasons. It's got a nice atmosphere.
Okay.
Just to get on here and take a left.
Well, that's where we're staying.
Oh yeah, well.
We're booked in there. Yeah.
Oh, you're already booked.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to be around for a few days.
Yep, that's our base of operations, Ernest.
Like your base. Well, why don't you begin and say what mile?
I will do. Will do. I doubt like hell whether you remember me or not.
Well, your doctor or you said.
Oldest grandson. Yeah.
Well, mother is going to be 90 years old in August.
Oh, wow.
She has neuropathy and. Ma,
I remember this house.
someone here to see you.
I remember this house.
Oh, this is lucky. You'll have to introduce himself.
You remember Billy Wheeler?
No. Billy Wheeler.
Dr. Orr's oldest grandson?
Oh, grandson. Yeah, what's this camera doing here?
He's always been.
I'm Doc-
He's been
What?
taping. I don't.
What?
He's getting some. This is important for him. He come
Oh.
back and he's getting some.
Oh, well, come in and sit
Sure.
down.
Bill
Come in.
Wheeler, of course, is a resident of Ashland.
Yeah.
Former
And Bill
resident.
and I are best friends. We're from Baltimore.
Oh.
And we planned this trip many years ago with my father to come fishing. He passed away. We never
Oh.
had the heart to come back.
Oh.
Bill had open heart surgery
Oh.
in the
my
fall. He said, Forrest, if we don't go to Maine soon, I'll never get back.
goodness. No.
So here we are.
Well, good enough. Well, come in.
And you don't mind if I take a movie or two of your conversation with Bill and
No,
including you.
Why didn't you tell me about it? He was talking about the different houses and where.
Well,
it's just
Oh,
history.
let's-
I remember in this room Earl used to have that steam engine.
Yeah, he had that upstairs in the back.
Yeah,
Upstairs in that
we used to
room.
play with it right in this room right here.
Oh, probably did.
Yeah,
He probably
yeah,
did.
I remember
He
that.
always had some kind of a gadget he was playing with. That old, remember the little car he made out of an old gasoline engine?
Yeah.
And he played around with that a long time. I got that picture around here somewhere. I don't know just
Wow.
where it is.
Good
sit
night.
down, sit down, sit down.
Oh no, thank you, because we can't stay long.
Well, it's your grandfather's place down here, right? No,
Dr.
your father's-
Orr.
Dr. Orr's
Yeah,
place.
yeah.
Well, that doesn't look like it did when you
No,
lived
it doesn't. It looks like hell.
Doesn't it, though? Doesn't
I
it?
couldn't believe it. They put a dormer on the other side next to Harry Dorman's.
Yeah,
Next to
yeah,
Harry Dorman.
I know
Then
it.
they put a stair on the side. They closed the windows off. They put a door in here. And they put a
know.
door in there. And
Oh,
whole place
it's
just looks-
changed. It's changed all over. That's
it
for
just
sure.
looks like hell.
When the health center started, that looked the best of it.
Yes, it looked
See,
real
our
nice when
Carter
the
had
health.
that building, you know.
when the
he had
health
that
center
building.
was
Our
in
Collier
there.
bought that building
Right.
from the folks and put furniture or something in it.
Right, he had the.
I remember
yes,
that.
he had furniture in there.
Yeah,
furniture.
yes,
When,
he
when,
did.
when, when,
And then
when
the health center
Grant
moved
died.
Yeah.
And it looked pretty good when the health center
Yeah.
was.
Then they
was
moved
there.
it. Then they changed into apartments, and it looks like it just doesn't look like
No,
it.
no, it's
Like,
changed
it's
altogether.
just-
No.
It looks like somebody should
No,
go over
I
and razz
think
it,
you
knock it
look
right down.
like. I think you look like the Orrs,
Hanley,
don't you?
look like little
Yeah.
like Hanley.
Yeah. Except you're a little bit fatter than they were. They were
Oh,
always
thank
kind,
you.
They were always kind of skinny, but not that you're
I'm behind.
not that
I've
you're
been so busy. I'm behind.
too
all these
stout or
papers I have to
anything,
read
'cause-
yet.
Okay.
You know,
Well, I weigh a
you're-
lot. I weigh 223 pounds.
Oh well, yeah, but you still haven't got the beer belly punch yet.
But I used to have it. I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
Well, that's
Oh,
quite
dear.
something to.
I'm working on it. That's for sure.
Well, you know, when you get so that you can't have your belt around your stomach, then you need to do something about it.
Well, at least it's still up where my stomach is.
You
Yeah.
go back.
When they get way down
Yeah.
here, then you got to begin to
Yeah.
take stock.
You're right. You're right.
That's true. That's true.
Oh
That's
dear.
true,
Well,
Mrs.
my
Weaver.
goodness, I'm glad you. And so you and Earl used to play together a lot, huh?
Oh yeah, we used to play right here in this room here. We
Yeah.
used to play with his steam engine right in
Yeah.
here.
Yeah. Oh, he was an awful kid to have gadgets. That's for sure.
He had his gadgets,
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
and we used
I
to.
got, I got his grandchildren here. He hasn't seen them, but
Let me
they're
step over
two
this
little
way.
girls, aren't they adorable? Pictures. Oh.
He hasn't got much light though.
This is all the light I need. This is great. Don't turn that on. This
No.
is perfect. Let me see those, Bill. Whose grandchildren are those?
Those Earl's
Earl's.
two
Those-
grandchildren.
just hold it right in
Earl's.
front. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah, they're
They're
adorable.
beautiful children.
Aren't they now?
Oh, they're great big blue eyes.
I have 4 grandchildren and 2
They're
about
my
that age.
great-grandchildren.
You're great. Of course they are.
Yeah.
Of course they are.
I just got another little great grandson here, just born
It's a
May
great
the
grandson.
7th, see? But, oh,
May
he
7th.
looks like Earl. Huh? Doesn't he look like Earl?
Oh,
Huh?
check this out.
Holy cow.
Looks like Earl.
Yep. He looks like a real hearty grandson.
Yeah. Yeah.
Healthy young man. That's great,
Yeah,
Bill.
and you're living in Baltimore.
Baltimore.
And what you doing out there?
Oh, I'm retired.
Oh, you're not at your age.
Yes.
Boy, oh boy, you're pretty young to be retired.
Well, I've seen enough.
Now's the time to retire while he can
You
travel.
see, I'll be 90 in August.
Wonderful.
I'm 58.
You can't,
Well, you have
retire when you're
32 years to go, Bill.
How come you retired so early?
I had open heart surgery,
Oh,
and,
yeah, I see.
and then they turned my hand a certain way and messed my hand up.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
these
had,
doctors.
he's had stress enough.
They sometimes
Give
you
me
wonder
hair's coming up
about
nice,
these
aren't
they?
doctors.
True.
Yeah, I know.
I
I should
think of
shave
them
it
in
really.
New York.
You know.
Well, I have my barber.
I would
mine
too.
off.
Yeah,
I get them
some
little.
things
should
that you
Really
hear
gets
on
mad.
TV.
Those
Yeah.
little ones that come up every
Yes,
once in a
you're
while.
right.
Those little hairs.
You're right.
Say,
Well, this is a beautiful
That's it.
part of the country.
Go ahead, I'm picking
You've
up.
never been up
Not
before?
long.
Never been up this way.
Oh my
Mrs.
goodness.
Weaver,
You should
never.
come up in the summer when the potatoes are all in bloom.
Well, this is summertime, isn't it?
Well,
Not really.
we haven't had summer yet.
July.
Okay, July.
We're waiting for it.
Well, it's nice today. It was very nice today.
Oh yes,
Well, I'll
nice
tell you what.
today.
Like I told you when I come into town, I says, this is George Weaver's house.
Yeah, that's right.
It's the only house like it on this whole stretch of the road.
Yeah.
And you remember the great big trees we had out here?
Oh, yes.
Boy, weren't the people mad when we cut those down?
But they were beautiful.
But they kept breaking off limbs and all limb breaking off.
Can't damage the house.
No, but finally the Maine Public Service says, I'm afraid of those trees. So George says, well, okay, then we'll cut them down. And everybody was so mad at him.
Yeah, but they've
Beautiful.
taken the poles from this side, gone, see. There
Well,
used to be poles on this side of the street, phone and...
Yeah, but what they do,
took it.
after you go do all the things for them, they turn around and do things elsewhere.
I just planted a pine tree I picked off the farm the other day out here.
Hmm.
It was right out here in the corner. It's about that tall. The guy
Well,
told me, he says,
I
you
tell
picked
you,
that pine tree right there. He said, let's put that out there for your mother. So that's
I-
gonna bring you luck.
Yeah.
I said, I hope it's tonight.
Hope it's tonight, huh?
Yeah, but it wasn't. It didn't
I-
happen.
I went from one thing to another, had many
You gotta go
cows.
4 seasons.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
and I gotta keep weed whacking.
How
I
are
can't.
you? How long you up for?
If I don't.
5 days.
No, good.
See,
Wow.
tomorrow I can't do this. I doubt
Yeah.
it's gonna be raining.
That's
Yeah.
good.
Parade. We parade. We have all our VFW stuff Sunday.
VFW parade this Sunday? You mean we have arrived in time to witness the VFW Ashland parade?
Yes, sir.
By golly, it's going to
Yeah.
be recorded for posterity.
You know what time we start in the morning? 6 o'clock. Be there. You can go around with us. Get it all on tape. They say, here's we go down to Ashland Cemetery, and then you mustn't. You remember when ever doing it? They used to. This is what we do now. We go down to the Ashland Cemetery at 6:45, 6:30, somewhere around there. And then we go up to Frenchville Cemetery. We used to go to Castle Hill and Mapleton, and then we go to Oxbow. And then we
We just left
Masardis,
the Oxbow.
Masardis,
Mhm.
then to Portage, and then to Ashland. We do all those.
Nice.
We do them all but 2 now. We don't do Presque is now doing Mapleton because nobody was doing it, and they also do Castle Hill. Those are the only 2 that we don't.
Hmm.
So we do all those services.
What did they do with
Hmm.
the old
Fantastic.
lodge, the old hunting lodge, camping lodge, and hotel in Oxbow? Somebody's rebuilt it,
Yes.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
you were.
but it's
yeah.
not as wide as it was.
There's a woman murdered up there a couple of years ago
The guys in jail. They
by
haven't
the
had a court
man
yet.
that was helping her run the hotel.
Hmm.
That's been.
That's
quite
why
a
it's up for
bit.
sale. Huh?
Oh
Mm.
yes. Yeah.
But it used to be wider than
Leonard
that.
Hutchins run it for a long time.
Really?
It used to- The last time I saw it, it used to have a lot of a growth of trees around it. And
No, see, are you talking? Which place are you talking about? That great big one?
Yeah, the
on
Oxbow Hunting Lodge.
What is
Yeah.
it? Oxbow
Would that
Lodge.
be the one? I don't know if that. No, he built that Oxbow Hunting Lodge. Was that the same as it was there now
No,
on the left?
it
Going in
was,
is
but
on the
he's
left or
built
the
it
one on
all
the right?
over.
no, the one on the left.
He's built it all over though.
The one on that
It
was it?
had the second.
Yeah.
Well, wasn't there a hotel or something on the other side of the road?
Yes,
over?
over on the right.
The guy I think he
almost
sold it
across
when he was up
from
here
it.
from
Evidently,
California.
it's tore down or something.
Oh no,
I
that
don't
was.
think so.
No.
No, the one
We
on the
fixed it.
right's tore down.
Really?
That
I haven't
great
been
big
out there
house?
for years.
No,
I didn't notice anything on the right.
On
Did
the
you
The
left.
big white
The one on
Okay,
the
if
left.
you were at the lodge where it
When
says
you're-
Oxbow
Yes.
Lodge, and
when
you
you're
look right
going
over
up
there,
to
you
the
sure there
south
wasn't a
of
great
Oxbow,
big
right? And the
big
Oxbow Lodge
house
on
that
the
was a
left.
hotel? It was
Right.
big enough to
And
be a
there
hotel
used
because
to
it
be
was.
another one
Might
right
have.
almost directly
The
across.
guy sold it.
Big white
Might have.
house.
Might have.
That
There was
must
a guy
I
from
see
Cal-
that
he
today.
sold it and went to
It
I
might
went
be
down there to look at
diagonal, you know. I
Where did he
haven't
go?
been up there for
Because
so
I
long.
went all the way clear to the River
Sherman.
River.
Where did he go?
Yeah.
Arizona.
Yeah.
All the
He
way
was from
down to where you
California.
have to
Was he?
Christmas tree.
Go through the
yeah,
gate
he was around
on
for a while.
private.
He,
To
and
go up there on the left.
Yeah, yeah.
he had an apartment house over to
It's pretty
Washburn,
area
and he
up
had.
through there. George taught up there 2 different years
I don't know if he had sold
with
it yet.
Myrtle Orchard. You remember Myrtle Orchard?
Coal up there.
I remember Leon. I remember Leon Orchid. He used to be
Yeah.
game warden.
Yeah. Well, that would be, he was related to her husband.
Yeah.
She taught up there, and George taught up there.
Because
before
my
his marriage.
grandfather Hanley and Leon Orchid and I, we used to go.
Yeah. You know, It would be your aunt, Mrs. Abbott. Mrs.
It's too
George
bad,
Abbott.
we're gonna lose our band too.
Oh, and
Sorry.
Yeah.
We're not
Anna.
having a band.
She
Anna.
took,
We all
yeah,
just
she
years.
took care of me for
Never been
three of
rained out
my
in 20-some odd
three of my
years.
boys. In
Played
fact,
ball.
she took
He had-
care of me
he
for
had
Earl,
triple
but Earl was
bypass.
born
Well,
Well,
she
here.
lived on the other
And
side
he's
of,
not- he's healthy, so-
Masardis
He's a
up on the
band
hill.
guy, and
Yeah.
he says he doesn't
There's a
have a
big
senior
porch
that
from
can do it.
Yeah.
So all we're gonna
Yeah.
have is a drum and bugle.
And
This is
Frank
not something
Abbott
that you are
and,
doing.
Yeah.
History
Yeah.
thing,
Yeah.
and we're only gonna have a
And
drum
of course
and
Caroline, my
bugle
cousin,
for
Forrest.
That's okay.
Yeah.
That's,
just died
Yeah.
5 years ago.
That'll sound great.
Doesn't
Yeah,
seem,
firefighter
doesn't
usually,
seem that
you know.
long ago, but maybe
But,
it was.
She was
we're
principal
not gonna
of
have
the
our band.
school and
It's kinda
everything
too bad.
up
Yeah.
A good band too.
Yeah, Bill told me about the band. You played in the band here, didn't you? You
No.
showed me the band,
No,
the bandstand where you
Aunt
rehearsed and
Frances-
everything.
My Aunt Frances played in the band, and she played clarinet, and I played clarinet. in
You
Southern
think
High
it's
School
all right
band
to
and
tell him the story about Barney Colbath and
Barney
You knew that
Colbath.
in the band. You remember? This is a true story about
We
Barney.
missed his house. He lived out up on Route 11,
All right.
right up here.
But he can take it out
Barney
of the tape.
Colbath.
Are you taping?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
You remember the story? Do you remember the story about Barney?
I don't know.
You remember Charlie Carter? He was the one. I heard his stories.
Yeah, I
from
remember
other
Barney
promoters.
Colbath. He had a little teeny house up
Right.
on Route 11.
Right. But
Up-
but the story goes that Barney, he wanted to play in the band, real bad, and he approached Charlie Carter. He said, "No, Barney, you can't play in the band." Well, he said, "What do you want to play?" He said, "I want to play the tuba." He says, "Oh my God!" He said, he had a cleft palate.
I remember old Barney Colbath.
He says, "Barney, you'd never be able to play the tuba." He says, "You couldn't get enough pressure." If I put my mouth on his ass and blow a bit out of his mouth. Do you understand what I said?
Yeah, it's okay. Very good. That was good, Ernest. That's good. For posterity, here we are.
I remember.
That was funny. That was funny.
You have to know Barney Colbath because he had a cleft palate.
We know that.
And he lived up on Route 11.
That's supposed to be a true story.
Real small house.
Yeah,
He got mad. Oh yeah.
A
He'll tell
real
you.
small house. Yeah.
He was a carpenter. Real good.
Oh, well,
Yeah. Yeah.
Take
You
the
must
square and
have
lay out a
some- a lot
rafter
of
on the
fun
ground
up
and go out and
here
put it up. And
That's how you're supposed to do it.
We just arrived.
He could
Just
do it,
arrived
too.
That's how you're
today.
supposed
Yes.
Oh.
About 3 o'clock.
Never
We're
told
spending a
anybody
few
his
days here. We're
secrets.
going to fish as
Well,
much
I
as we
know.
can, and He'll can take as many home
frame
as
square,
as
all
we
the
Now,
can.
where are you going
Absolutely.
to? Where
You
you
know how to
going
read 'em.
Go
So
fishing
do I.
up
South
the
Carolina.
river up the
Oh, really?
Yes, we are.
Wherever you can go.
Wherever we can go.
38 years
you
in
will
local
take
101
you,
in
show you
Baltimore.
where
Barney,
the
ever-
fishing
you
holes
ever-
are.
Absolutely.
Did you ever know?
Bill knows quite a
were you
few
ever
from what
around
he's told me.
when he was
Well, I
doing
bet
his
he does.
carpentry?
Yeah.
No, I
But
knew
then
Barney
may
was a
not
young
be there
youngster,
now, you know.
But you knew.
Yeah, you're
I
right.
knew Barney Colbath.
But you knew the markets on
Right.
the square meant something.
They
Oh, yeah.
change
You was
things
using it,
around
flopping
here a
that
lot,
around,
you
yeah.
know.
I know
This woods work and
They say
they've
he was
spoiled
good.
some of the Brookses, the
Hmm.
Brooks, you know.
Yeah, he was.
It's
he,
a shame.
He had a cleft palate. I remember that.
That's a shame.
Yeah. No,
I can understand
have
it pretty
these
good,
awful
though.
looking
Yeah.
things on my
And
hands.
what
I
he said if
I
I
got-
blew up a horse's what?
peripheral
He
neuropathy,
said,
Oh, I'm
he said,
sorry.
"You're not
arthritis,
precious."
and
My
I'm in a lot
goodness.
I
of
could get
pain
some
most of
extra
the
like-
time.
I'm so sorry. What do you take for it?
Huh?
What do you take
Blow
for
a
it?
bit right out of his mouth.
I take some Tylenol,
Got
but
mad
not
when
too
they
much
told me you
good.
couldn't play the.
There's not much you can do.
And that went
The
and another
neuropathy
fellow,
will
I
never
should
get
have paid
any
more
better.
attention to this young fellow with Boots Snowing.
It's a
Stories.
shame.
Oh, Boost Snow on the mobile station up here.
Well, you certainly look great.
Too bad you couldn't interview him. He's dead.
Well,
we were-
you know,
Yeah,
that's
because
what-
his family lives
my
across the
ne-
street
my
on
husband,
the.
nephew and his
on
wife
the,
are up here
Portage Road.
to
Portage
decorate
Road,
their,
yeah.
their mother's
Stories.
grave and
That guy
father's
was full of
grave.
stories.
His mother and father's
Yeah,
grave.
he owned
and,
the,
so she
mobile
said, well,
station
B,
up
you
there."
still look
Yeah.
good. I said, don't say that. I said, people tell me
He
that,
could
and I
speak- I
said,
didn't know he could.
well,
he could
you
speak
must see
French.
something different
French.
than I do when I'm
French.
looking in the mirror.
Canadian colors, you know,
That's
trying
funny.
to do him out of it. You never let
Oh,
on. You
dear.
never know. he's
Kind of
good, but-
embarrassing when they say
They
those
want.
things.
They always
Yeah,
want
that's
a
a
tire
shame.
mounted on the car. I was
We
young, I
got
didn't
about
realize it.
15
The hell,
pounds of
somebody-
fiddleheads.
They
put up
want. They
tonight.
bought a new tire. They wanted it on the car.
Bill has told me about
They
fiddleheads.
drive it across that pale, dude.
You should have some.
Well, I'll tell you what, that would be great. Some fiddleheads.
Somewhere in your walks of life, while you're up here, you'll have to get in someplace where they got
Somebody's
some
got some
fiddleheads.
fiddleheads put
They
by or
just put
something.
up 15 pounds.
I've got to tonight. We got
Oh,
to
tonight.
we got to blanch and put out 15 pounds tonight.
Oh, wow.
Well, it isn't quite 15 pounds now.
I got-
12, 13.
How many have I got down in the freezer? I got 8. I got 13, 21, I got 21 1-pound bags.
Where'd you get them down on the
Down
Bartlett
the
Flat.
flat.
on the by where the
Right across from that, where Lloyd built the house,
Yeah,
right?
but
The
he
Clark.
doesn't know about
Yeah, from
that.
Clark, what they call Clark Siding, right across the river.
Clark's Landing?
Yeah,
Clark's
Clark
right across the
right
river.
Oh,
across
down
the
here.
river.
Right across the river.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
okay.
go up.
But I go down.
Across from
I
Clark's
walked.
Landing.
I didn't use the water though. I walked down the road.
My grandmother, Marion Orr, used to get her fiddleheads. If you went to Garfield Road, and the Garfield Road come
Yep.
back
Yeah.
across the river
Yeah. I've
You
been
know,
towards Squaw
there.
Pan,
He knows.
and down in those flats right in there.
Yeah.
That's
That's
a
where
good.
she
That
used
would
to
be a
really get them.
I've been there.
Oh my gosh.
Sherman Ernie will have to take you when you go out and back. You go back out. He'll have to show you all of the fiddlers we got all ready to freeze.
Yeah, that's something
Oh
that you
man.
That'll be great.
Now that monument looks terrible down there. Now you with these guys taping, you'll want me to get down and mow it, probably.
No, sir, you're not going.
It's gonna look terrible.
No, you're not
I've
going.
done it for 2 years. I say, hey, you know, somebody should take a crack at it right besides me. One person do it all. What do you want, Lucky? You know, if we had some pistachios, we could show them how you can crack them open and eat them.
What is? I think he wants to go out.
She can.
No,
She can.
No, she's
Pretty positive. You want to go out?
I think she wants to go out. Yes, it's that time.
We don't have any pistachios, do we?
no, we ate them all.
Mrs. Weaver, it's been great visiting you.
Well, I'm awful glad you stopped in. It's kind of surprising me. See that I have to help those down things on my. That helps the pain, you know.
Yeah.
Helps. Only I couldn't
Good.
stand it if I didn't put. I got some better ones, you know. I put on when I go out somewhere, but I put these old things on around the house. Well, listen, I hope that you can get a chance to get some fiddleheads while you're up here. It'd be fun to go
Did
pick
you know-
some even.
You know Don, you must remember, they've been here a long time, Don Rafford, and his brother had that little Rafford Head Mom's restaurant.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, it's
He
up on
lives
this
right-
side of
He
the street.
lives
Yeah.
on Watt Street
Yeah.
down
Oh, he does?
Yeah, that would be a good place for them to probably go, get some news, something that's,
Yeah, I remember Don Rafford. I remember Mom's restaurant used to be on this side of the street,
there.
yeah.
next door to Charlie.
Oh, I know, the one that had the band, had the band.
No,
No.
Charlie had the meat
Coffin?
store.
Oh, wait a minute.
Charlie Brooks.
Oh, Charlie
Oh,
Brooks, that's
Charlie
right.
Brook, oh, yeah.
Next door to
Oh, yeah,
Charlie
see,
Brooks.
that isn't there now, that burnt down.
Well, how about the theater? That burned down too.
No,
Yes.
that burned down.
Of course, that was Charlie Brooks's. But what was
And there was Washburn Bank, Washburn Trust Company was there.
but right next door to the meat store? Which Brooks had the meat?
That was a nationwide, there was a nationwide store.
Remember years ago we used to keep the ice back in behind there.
Yep.
Used to get the ice out of Porter's Lake, cut it up, and they stored it there all summer long in the sawdust.
Yes,
Right.
it did, yeah.
And that was he used to wore that little dress hat while he cut his meat.
Oh, yeah.
Uh,
Oh,
Brooks?
who's he talking about?
You mean
Somebody?
Brooks? Charlie
Brooks.
Brooks? Charlie Brooks.
Lee Brooks?
Lee Brooks.
Lee
Lee Brooks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's it.
Yeah,
Charlie Brooks owned the Ashland Theater.
Yeah,
And he owned the Presque Theater.
but both Charlie.
But Lee Brooks, that's it. Lee Brooks had the meat
But-
store. That's
yeah.
it.
What about with Wolfie Winslow? Remember what they called him, Wolfie?
Oh yeah, he had that. Remember,
He had a meat store. He was a good checker player, and he had a meat market on the other street.
he used to be with the A&P. That's why come he lost his job because he spent his time in the back room playing checkers.
Well, that could be.
Oh, yeah.
He-
Oh,
my
no,
brother
it's
told me
true.
that
Well,
someone,
that's
if someone
horrible.
came in and he
Well,
could
you
have
remember Gus,
he
you
could have
remember
a
Gus.
half a slice cut, and he'd say, "Want to play checkers?" And he'd say, "Can you wait a while? If he might be doing something, he'd go play
I
checkers."
go play
rather cut
checkers
the rest
because
of
he was
it.
a Maine State champion checker player at one
Yes,
time.
he was.
He was good.
That's
Yeah.
hilarious.
Yeah.
I
Maine
played
State
him one
champion.
time. I don't think he let me win. I think he beat me real quick because I remember. It's hard for me to remember. I know I played him one time.
Well, you remember
I never knew he
you
was
remember
that
his
good. but-
son Dean. He used to call him Gus.
Yes. Yeah.
Dean, I knew Dean Winslow.
Gus.
He's dead.
Well, my uncle Bobby, the Peep, Bobby Orr,
Yeah.
and Gus were and Jigaboo Jimbo
Oh,
were all
yeah.
buddies.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes, yeah. They did.
Yeah.
They were all palsy wowsy.
Yeah.
That was a crew.
Yeah, there's
And then
that's the outfit that used to paint the town back then.
Oh,
See?
yeah.
that was.
Yeah,
And then the Bobby got hooked up with Mildred Dale's husband,
Oh, yeah.
UB Sweat.
Yeah.
Yeah. God. Then when I was 14, 15 years old, I used to drive them down to Patten to get bootleg liquor.
Really?
And I didn't have a driver's license.
I know another guy you must know then, because he chummed with Earl, was Clayton Jimmo.
Oh yeah.
I can tell you
yeah,
what.
yeah.
I don't know if
He's
you-
dead, isn't he?
Clayton, no, and I know where he lives. No, still
No,
living.
Clayton Jimmo,
He
I
was
remember
quiet.
that.
He's awful quiet. You hardly ever see him
He was
around.
short. He was so tall.
Yeah.
Clayton Jimmo was, yeah.
He was
Strong.
Yeah.
Well, my goodness, I wish I'd had this place. If I'd known you was coming, I'd have had this place straightened up.
It'll look all right.
It looks beautiful.
It'll look all right in the video.
That's right.
I told him to keep the other stuff out of
reading the
it.
paper, and Ernie's got to read 3 days papers. He's got to read.
Oh, dear
Yeah.
me.
Oh dear.
This is not 60 minutes, so.
No.
No, this is only about 30 seconds.
Yeah.
30 seconds. 30. We're on 30 seconds.
It's good to see you. It's good to see you, Ernest.
Yeah, gee.
Well,
Well, if there's
my
anyone
Mrs.
else-
Weaver, it's a pleasure.
I don't
If
suppose
there's anyone
you'll
else
ever
you wanna
get
meet.
east for a good long while.
Probably
Brings
not.
back names anyway.
Talk to Bill.
Bill,
Well,
is there
it's,
anyone else you need to meet?
Now, did
Clyde
you know,
Leach?
you
Clyde
didn't
can get
know
stories.
Lloyd though, because he was governor.
Clyde's still living, you know.
Where's Robert?
Robert is in, is he in Texas? He had
8:35. We're in Presque, Maine. We had breakfast this morning at Dean's Motor Lodge.
No, we didn't.
Excuse me.
Four
We had
Seasons.
breakfast at Four Seasons. Yes, we did. We just got an extra tape. We've gone through our entire 2-hour tape that I thought would last us an entire week. We just bought 2 of them here at a Rite Aid in Presque. And we're on our way out to Loring Air Force Base. Let's see what we can find out there. This is beautiful country, folks. Well, we're still on Route 1 heading north out of Presque, Maine,
Towards Caribou.
towards Caribou, Maine. And then we're going to go over to Loring Air Force Base to see what that looks like. It's about 10 of 9 in the morning. We got our start this morning at about 4 o'clock, 4:30. Had breakfast at 5:15. We've been on the move since then. Presque Isle took us about 25 minutes to get to from Ashland. Went through a couple of beautiful towns. But the most amazing thing about this air is its fragrance and its freshness and crispness. It's very dry. And you can see for miles and miles and miles. Bill, what were you telling us about the area between Ashland and this area north of Presque Isle and Presque Isle?
At one time, grew more potatoes here, in this little strip of land, than the whole state of Idaho. They used to average here 54 million barrels of potatoes a year, at 170 pounds to the barrel.
Unbelievable.
But they don't do it anymore. What they do is they plant potatoes in the spring, they don't touch them anymore, and then the commercial potato people come in, take care of it during the summer, pull a mustard from between the rows. And what they do is they just go ahead and you gotta scoop them up, make instant potatoes out of them. If you ever get a Maine potato, they're the greatest, best baking potato in the world.
So I hope this camera picks it up between the beautiful greens, the newly sprouting trees, and the blue sky. And on the right and left, the yellow of dandelions. I've never seen it. Such a fields and fields of dandelions up here. North towards Loring. And all the signs that refer to Loring, where you would normally see AFB, have been taped over, which has an ominous ring to it, buddy. We'll see what happens.
What are they doing with it now?
Well, they're trying to get it back to active on some stuff. The sign there that DFAS is a Defense Financial Accounting Center. They put in out there, and there's flax mill going on out there, and they're trying to get one of these training school for bad boys out there. A few things like that.
They're making a community, like a small city program set up, huh?
Yeah,
That's a shame. The Air Force Base is closed now, huh?
it's been a screwed up situation.
I bet put a lot of people out of work.
Yeah, actually, with this defense accounting center coming in here, we're better off, and we'll be better off than we were with the military in here.
Oh, wow.
There's no commissary, no VX, no nothing on the base. No accommodations whatsoever on the base. They have to live off the base, buy their groceries in town.
That's good for your economy. That's good for your economy.
That's good for our economy, yeah.
That's great.
Average salary of those people coming in here is better than $30,000 a year, so.
That's good. They'll be spending some money.
They'll be spending it, yeah.
They can,
Why don't we gas up while we're here?
Yeah, we could gas up. How long have you, I see, since you've been here since 1955, huh?
yeah.
Lowering services. Well, that's great. Yeah, we might as well get some gas while we're here.
Yeah.
Come on the station.
Now, you were what?
I was aircraft commander on the second crew ever to come on the station, 1953.
I'll be darned. What kind of aircraft were you?
B-36s.
B-36, Convair, the
Yeah.
Peacemaker.
Yeah.
I'll be darned.
Lots of throttles in there.
Lots of throttles. Boy, you had six piston engines and 4 jets, right?
Yeah.
10 engines.
Used to shatter some windows every once in a while, too.
Uh,
So you used to break some windows around the county every once in a while,
yeah,
too.
that,
I know you had a crew going out. They had a crew going out around and fixing windows.
yeah.
Well, that's really interesting. That's great. How long were you based here? How long were you here?
Well, I've been here since 53.
Since 53.
I got out in 55.
55.
SAC got to the point that I couldn't put up with it. It's all right to get shot at, to get shit at, that's something else.
It's hard to get shot at and to get shit
Yeah,
at.
we got that. That's funny. That's funny. Well, thanks. That's very interesting. Let's get some gas.
Wag that come up with an interpretation of SAC, state of absolute confusion.
That's a shame.
So
That's-
that was
That's too bad. Well, where are you from originally? You don't have a Maine accent.
Georgia,
Gee.
What part of Georgia?
Atlanta.
Well, my father was raised in Macon and was born in Oconee.
Yeah.
I'll be darned. And you ended up in Loring,
Air Force
Maine.
sent me up here in 53, and I said I started this business. And I said I'm going to stay here 10 years and then get out. About that time, I got myself a couple of kids. It looked like a better place to raise kids.
Well, you can't beat this area.
Good for you.
So I stayed right here. I've been here for 43 years.
You sure have. Good for you.
Well, you're just up
Just up for a back.
vacationing?
Yes, sir.
Getting ready to do a little fishing.
Beg your pardon?
Do a little fishing.
Yeah, well, we got some of that. That's about the only thing that got up here.
We thought we could see some air traffic. I love aviation. That's a hobby of mine. I'm not a flyer,
Yeah.
but I enjoy aviation, and we thought we'd see some of the military jets flying around when we were up here.
Well, what gets my goat, they closed this base, and I think the people that closed the base didn't have any idea what a great circle route meant.
Now, what's a great circle
Great
route?
circle route is a true straight direction on the globe.
Gotcha.
Flat map is you have to go in an arc to get the true circle on
Yeah, that's right.
the earth.
Yes.
They could have. This was the nearest point to our suspected adversaries in geographical United States.
Hmm.
And if you look out here today, I haven't seen one today, but usually there's a dozen contrails going right over the sight from horizon to horizon of aircraft departing the United States going to Europe. From all over the United States, they come right over this point.
I'll be darned.
Point of departure, which is just about on their true course, going to England. So it meant if they'd utilize it, which the Air Force had great aversion to good utilization, and made this, in addition to a bombardment base, a MAC departure center, they could have added usually about a 20% more cargo or payload on their flight than it could taking off from McGuire or those places down in, because there's 2 hours difference in the flying time from here. And,
closer, right?
and they
That's
could
right.
offload gas and offload fuel and put on payload.
That's right. That's right.
If it had it for the personnel departed here, you remember when you was in the service, guys waiting departure for overseas, they had to damn near put them in prison when they was in the departure centers to keep them from going AWOL around these big cities. Well, up here, there's no need to go in AWOL. There wasn't anything for them to go AWOL too. You know? But
Yeah, how about that?
they closed this one and keep some of the places. They did one thing good. They closed March Field.
March
That was the
Field.
worst field to fly off of that the Air Force ever known.
Where's March Field?
Sitting right between 3 rows of mountains, about 60 miles east of Los Angeles. Back when I was there, I was flying B-29s at the time, and before they had pressurized transport aircraft for the civilian transport.
Right.
And they'd take off with old Goonie Birds and C-54s and have to make it through Banning Pass so they wouldn't have to go up to altitude that'd be hard on the passengers. And we were right on that airway, and I've waited for 45 minutes in takeoff position for air traffic control to clear me out of there.
Damn.
Because of
Terrible.
traffic out of Los Angeles.
Terrible. And what is your name, sir?
Huh?
What is your name?
Martin Jones.
Martin Jones from Atlanta, Georgia. I'm Forrest Williams, and this is my best friend, Bill Wheeler.
How you doing?
We're from Baltimore.
Huh?
We're from Baltimore,
Baltimore,
just up
yeah.
here to visit, yeah, and to fish. We haven't done any fishing yet.
Huh?
We haven't done any fishing yet.
Well,
We're getting around to it. You know, a little wooden thing you carry in your pocket, get around to it.
yeah, yeah.
Well, let's
Like a guy, his wife couldn't figure out why he took his blue suit when he was going fishing.
No, what was that?
Oh, well, he take his blue suit to go on a fishing trip with. It looked like he's going someplace else other than fishing.
Right.
Huh?
That's right, my friend. Well, let's get some gas, buddy.
Yeah, let's get some gas.
With the AFAC here and a war with the military. They used what I told them on the article in the paper and had my picture in the paper.
That's pretty good.
Well, that's great. That's something to be proud of. You had a nice-sized picture of yourself in the paper, too, huh? Good. That's great.
Between the huge shopping malls moving in here and the base moving out, the local small businessman is sure getting the ass.
Yeah, you're right.
I would like to see, and I've always done this, a big farm owned, I'm mean, from outside the locality, chain stores that come in. I'd like to see them establish some sort of a tax or something that would put them on an equal footing with the
Local merchants.
local.
Yeah,
Local merchants, yeah.
like Walmart, for instance.
Well, we just left our golf station. We filled up after talking with Mr. Jones. He told us he was 78 years old and he's going to be retiring to Mexico, Guadalajara. I need a haircut. I wasn't able to get one on my way before I could leave Baltimore, before I left Baltimore, and we found this barber shop, and it's open. Bill, I'm going to get a haircut.
I know. May not be a good one, but you're going to get a haircut.
You just hit it. It's taken. There it is, buddy.
There it is, buddy. Hey, Forrest, you got your Maine haircut. A haircut done with care.
I mean it.
Looks good, buddy.
What do you think of it, pal?
What, the haircut or the shack?
Old Emile.
Old Emile, the Frenchman, the froggy, him.
He did a job.
He did a nice job on you.
He sure did. And right next door to our golf station,
Yep.
we talked to old Jonesy, and you all knew him in there.
Yep, there he is. Yep, and he's dog rough. We're not so rough.
Right. So we're going to head up this road.
Okay, buddy, we're going to head up the road.
There's a golf station. We just left Emile's barbershop. That man is an artist.
Heading towards Loring Air Force Base.
This is the road to the main gate. We'll see, we'll get to the gate soon. United States Air Force, Loring. They've taken the AFB out of there.
Yep.
Here's the visitor center.
Yep.
I wonder if they'll let us on anymore.
No hunting, trapping, fishing. Field crews working. Hello. Just come up, take some pictures.
Okay, sir, please don't go on the flight line.
Alrighty.
Okay?
All righty. Thank you. Well, I never thought I'd get on Loring Air Force Base in my life. And here we are. One of the most famous SAC bases in Air Force history. And you heard Mr. Jones, and they have affectionately referred to him as Jonesy in the barbershop, say that he was one of the first commanders of a B-36 squadron that was stationed here. And we later found out from one of the fellows in the barbershop that he also made the conversion to the B-47, the first all-jet strategic bomber of the Air Force. And here we are.
What I would understood.
Is that right?
So, yeah, it's all built on swamp. I wonder where the heck we're going.
I don't know.
All the arrows point this way.
Yeah. This probably circles the field. Good Lord. Yeah. We got a functional radar unit up there. Awesome. And there's the flight line. Wally, you should be with us, pal. See this.
There's a control tower. There's more hangars over there.
Yeah. There she is, folks. Loring Air Force Base. And you know they had a flight line of strategic bombers that the likes of which you've never seen. Did, Bill. Some old flagpoles sitting out there where they were flying the flags. And good night.
There you go. Taking pictures of the runway.
Here we are, gang. Right on the flight line, just about. Look, this is. Lord knows how long that runway is. Here we are. Who'd have thought I'd ever get to Loring Air Force Base? In Limestone, Maine. Gosh. All abandoned, all shut down. Sad. What a complex. What a complex. Well, they're converting it to a different type of an agency in the Air Force, which Mr. Jones said will benefit the local economy. They're taking away all of the support features or support operations on the base, so everyone that works here will have to live off of the community. Yeah. Great job, pal. And look at the dandelions. Unbelievable. As Bill was pointing out to us, this is state-of-the-art housing. And this looks like it wasn't built too long ago. It's really something. We were just commenting about the gate that we came in. Can you imagine the security at that gate at one time? Tennis courts.
Bowling center.
Yeah. All abandoned. No sanitation system. Yeah, we can head on out if you want to, pal. All covered with dandelions back there. Little stop sign here.
Yep. Cruising along.
Enjoying everything.
Doing everything, but I don't know how the hell to get out of here.
Let's go straight. Base, looking at all these abandoned buildings, all these facilities they had here for the men and women that serve out here. Yep.
There.
And over here. Wow. Just look. That's a small city. And here we are at the main gate saying goodbye. Thank you. Bye to Loring Air Force Base.
Closed 2 years ago.
Yep. Get a shot of that sign one more time. Bye. Gosh.
Mr. Emile.
And Emile the Barber. So long, folks. Heading on back to Ashland. The view is
27.
Thought we'd stop off here at the local car wash. Look at the contrast of the colors and everything. Everything is so crisp and clear. I know David doesn't like car washes, at least he didn't. Waiting here for the car wash, we noticed a sign we hadn't seen before, at least I haven't. I love Maine potatoes. And we'll be heading right in here, folks. Take a look what's going on in there. Caribou into Presque Isle, and we're just looking at some of the scenery. And every time we go over a ridge, as I said, or turn a corner, we see another panorama. The view, it's just gorgeous. See off in the distance, the mountains.
On that next ridge, you'll be able to get your view.
Yeah. Hey, welcome to Presque Isle. It's beautiful. Yeah, the mountains off in the distance. We swing right across the sky here. As far as the eye can see. Just awesome.
Then on this turn, you get another shot of it.
Right. Do you see Haystack Mountain over there anywhere? Not yet, huh? Mars Hill straight ahead?
Yeah.
That mountain over there?
Yeah.
Beautiful. Yeah, Rustic River. We'll be out there on a boat if I can see. There he is. We'll be catching some fish today, like us, I hope. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Sailor's the back window.
Yeah.
That's Haystack.
Haystack Mountain between Presque Isle and Ashland.
Yeah.
Gotcha. It's kind of tough. Whew. Boy, as far as you can see. Zoomed in a little too much there. We were talking about the dandelions. We think that the people just don't mind them. They look pretty, and you see field after field of them. It even looked like one area was cultivating them. But after a winter as hard as they have up here, those beautiful yellow flowers kind of remind people that the winter's over. And apparently they don't poison them, pick them, or weed for them.
Coming around the back side of Haystack now.
Haystack's over to our left.
Yeah, we're coming on the back side of it.
Yep, there she is. Whew, the weight of the ice and snow took it.
Took that a long time ago.
Yeah.
Notice how they have ladders up on their roofs all around here?
Yeah, what's that for, Bill?
That's so they get up there and clean their chimneys. They leave them up there.
Oh, like your friend Weaver did. Had that ladder on his house yesterday.
Yeah, well, he did that river up here.
Yeah.
Rustic River.
It's a rustic over there. Yep, sure is. Might have picked it up. Beautiful. Boom, man. Field after field of them. Just incredible. We've traveled miles. We're on Route 227 from Presque Isle to Ashland.
It's called the Frenchville Road from Ashland.
Okay, it's the Frenchville Road from Ashland. Look at that wood piled up there. Boy, that's firewood. Man. It's a very scenic road. This view is worth the trip. This just, if you all can appreciate it, it's just beautiful. It's breathtaking. to see the mountains off in the distance, and those mountains are 30, 40 miles away. That's how clear the air is up here. And the fragrance, you can smell the pine in the air. This morning we got up, went outside at about 4:30, 5 o'clock. It was so brisk, clean. It's indescribable. Did you see that cloud up there? It's beautiful. Coming into Ashland. It's about 11:15, 11:20. I'll show you where we're staying now that we have a fresh tape. Walker's place back there.
Over here is where
Welcome to Ashland.
Max Bowyer lives. We're going to see him.
Max Bowyer.
Max Bowyer lives there. Yeah.
Okay. Again, here we are in Ashland. Entering from the east.
This is called Exchange Street.
Those mountains off in the distance.
That's called Moore.
Beautiful.
We might as well go down and go through the middle of town.
That's where we came in at Route 11. Yesterday.
That used to be
We're on the roulette right here.
that right there, that house used to be there. That used to be the Alieff house.
The Alieff house. Where was the A&P you were
Right
pointing
there,
at?
right where the tarps are.
Right there, okay. And there's your old homestead over there.
Right, it used to be Don Gray's drugstore.
Okay, you got me. Turn around here, buddy. Don Gray's is on the left. We missed it. Yeah, we'll get it before we leave town. And there's
Of course, here's
the Weaver's home.
home.
Yeah, it's where we were yesterday.
Touch-free
There's the
automatic
new
car wash.
car wash. Looks like it's open. We gave our money to an out-of-towner. Here we are. Four Seasons Motel. Right on the Presque Road. This is where we went out this morning. We're headed to Presque, 20 miles away.
Went around the world, come back again.
Yes, we did. And here we are, right on the corner. This is our room. Great looking view. Wait till you see it.